So, how do you like this? Now, for some time I've been driving the Kombi and we've been hearing this rattling sound, and I was pretty sure that it was the aerial on the front of the Kombi, but I tightened it. It was a bit loose. I tightened it, but still the sound came back. I had a look all around the spare wheel cover. I thought it might have been one of the eyebrows on the front because it was a bit loose. Tightened that, still the sound came back. So then I think it was Nicola who turned around and said, oh, I think it might be the roof rack. So we decided to do an experiment today. I decided I would go for a run in the Kombi, listen to the noise it makes, and then I'd come back home here, take the roof rack off altogether and do the same run. Well, when I had the roof rack on, yeah, it made quite a bit of noise. So I came back, took the roof rack off, and lo and behold, the noise disappeared. So, don't you just love it when your wife is right? So what I'm picking it is that there's no screws through the centre. There's only screws on the outside holding those bits on. So you have a listen. Imagine wind, especially that one, gosh. Going through all those. So what I'm going to do is prise them up, and I've got a bit of actually the sound deadening that I used inside the Kombi. I might actually stick that underneath and push these back down again and see if that'll make a difference. Another option was Nicola, my wife, again, suggested I use something like this, a silicone, and put a dab of silicone underneath each one, which yes, I could do, but I'm wondering with that constant rattling that it might actually push the silicone out. So I might try the sound deadening, and then if I'm proven wrong, I'll use the silicone, and if my wife is right again, well, I'll just have to wear it. Okay, now for the water side of things, I've now got the water tank in, the fresh water tank, and I've got the hose, the small hose in the back going in, and now we should have, and we do, running water. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so that takes care of that side of it. What I've got to do to the rest of the water business is I've got to do the trap, which I'm going to use that bracket for, and the hose will come out of there, up and over there, and then down into the waste tank, and hopefully that should satisfy the S-trap side of things. So I can't actually hook it all in, and here's my waste tank here. I can't actually hook it all in until such time as I've sealed down this sink, because at the moment it's just sitting there. So I've got to seal that down first. Once that's all sealed down, then I can come down here and run the hose up and over there, because it's going to put a little bit of pressure up onto the sink. So yeah, just run the hose and then put this tank into there, and then cut this hose off and drop it down into the tank, and that should be my waste if everything works out alright. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know about you, but on these little projects like this Kombi van, there's always something that needs to be done. Little jobs that just need tidying up, and I'm just going to show you one here. Now, this here is the old original piece of aluminium strip. And what I want to do is replace it and put something that looks a little bit better in there. So I've opted for this. This looks a lot tidier, and I think it will look quite good with the colour scheme, and hopefully with the orange won't clash too much. Orange? It's actually brown. So anyway, here we go. First thing I've done is I've cut the overall length to size, and then I'm just going to tuck it down right into that corner and give it a little bit of a bend. Drop it down into that side. That's it. So that's the overall length. And then what I've got to do is cut out to scribe out for this piece that goes up here. So I'm going to cut that out into that ridge so I can push this up further. So we'll do that next. And that's what it looks like all finished. Doesn't look too bad. So, how do you like this? While sitting in the seat, we can look at a movie on the big screen. Hey, hey. And before I forget, we're going to be at Takapuna Rocks on the 9th, Saturday the 9th of November. So that's at Takapuna, down by the Strand in Takapuna, if you've ever been there before. So it's Takapuna in Auckland, New Zealand. So we will be there on the 9th, and then on the 10th we'll be heading over to St Heliers Bay, where there's another car show run by the Volkswagen Owners Club. So we'll be in St Heliers Bay for that. So if you want to pop along, by all means come along and say hello. We'd love to see you. Bye.